Hey, do you have to do the CSRD reporting? Today I want to present you a solution that can help you with exactly that. Codio Impact has a reporting solution that helps you to comply with CSRD. And in this video, I want to give you a little bit more of an insight into the tool itself, and I want to take a look at the demo version that they have, and also talk a little bit about the pricing, the timing it takes, the features, and what I consider are the benefits of this tool. Okay, before I start, a little bit about myself. My name is Daniel. I'm the founder of Atlas Zero, and I help companies to become more sustainable. I try to do that with providing transparency, like in this video, about different solutions that help with the sustainability topic. And on my platform, Atlas Zero, I have over 600 different solutions that help with sustainability in general. And I think about 100 of them help with CSRD. So if this topic is interested, also make sure to check out the website and learn more about other tools as well. But now, before I start talking too long, let's start with the presentation of Codio Impact. Okay. At first, some basic information about Codio Impact themselves. They are a sustainability company from Berlin, and I think they have currently around 10 employees. And yeah, I was able to get a hold of the founder, and she told me a little bit more about their solution itself and what the different pricing structures are. So I have some information that you are probably not able to find on the website, but I'm sure if you contact them, you will get the same information that I got. In general, about the pricing. So they have a solution that is or was created for complex cross-border entities. And so the pricing does not depend on how many users actually use the solution, but in general, the pricing can be categorized that if your company has around 250 employees and 40 million in turnover, then the solution will probably be between 10 and 16K, so 10, 16,000 per year. And if you have a company around 500 employees with a turnover of 150 million, then it's probably more in the range between 30 and 50K. I also asked them about the timing, like how long does the reporting actually take? And here it becomes a little bit difficult because in theory, they just have a XBRL output, which is the format of the CSRD. So basically with one click, you can do the reporting, but obviously it takes longer to collect all the data. So yeah, the timing basically depends on the data collection, which can be months. Also, and I found some more information about this on their website, they have a double materiality workshop. So for more information about this, it probably makes sense to contact them because you need to do the double materiality to know what topics are relevant for you, and then you can basically start using the tool. Okay, let's have a look into the demo version of Codio Impact. So fortunately, they gave me access to the demo version, and there are already some data in here. Of course, like if you actually use it, there will be more than 12 data points, and it will be, in general, include more data. But I think this is already helpful to give a first impression about how everything looks. Here, so under home, you just have the dashboard with an overview about the different tasks and what the progress is on the task. Here under data entry, so in general, there are 3 options for data entry. So it's either manual, you can here under data upload also upload data, and they also have an API option to get data into the system. But yeah, in general, if we look at data entry and just select Berlin, for example, you then come into the area where you actually see the data that you have to report on. So up here, you have a part of the ESRS, which are basically is a part of the data structure that you need to do for the CSRD reporting. And this can be edited. So the admin has the option, depending on whatever is the result of the double materiality assessment, you can then modify the data that is shown in here. So even though right now it's not including all of the ESRS, these are in this example the ones that are important for the company. And then basically, if you click on one of those, you have like here carbon accounting, you have different subtopics, and here the different questions and data points that need to be answered. You can also, with all of those data points, you can then edit the individual data points. So for example, here you can forward the task to a certain team member and basically tell them or give them the responsibility to answer the question of this data point. And you also have the option to edit how frequently this is going to be asked, because certain data points need to be asked yearly, other might be more frequent or less frequent. So you have some adjustment options in the tool as well. And you can archive a task in here as well. Okay, so much about the data entry, which I, in theory, like a lot, especially if you have if you do the double materiality assessment, then know what topics are relevant, and you can edit that in here. Then you have one admin that is basically, sends the task to the right people. I think that can be a quite useful process, and especially because here under approval you can then also have an overview of like which tasks are still pending, which are rejected. Okay, I don't have any here right now, and which are approved. I think, especially later on when you have hundreds of data points, this becomes quite important that you just have a tool to get an overview here. And this is also a good way to give like different roles to team members. So that there's just more structure in the data collection process. Here under statistics, we also have certain results, which I think are quite useful. You can also export them at any time, so that you just have like a carbon footprint and certain data about your company, and you can easily access that. So that's definitely something useful further down the road. Down here, I need to move myself. Down here, there's also an admin workspace that provides a little bit more overview as well. And you have like some statistics. We saw the results already, but here are also some insights into the company, which can be useful. There are different reports that you can just download automatically. And there's also some more for the auditing part and the auditing trail, which I assume can also be useful when needed. I also talked to them about like what their primary focus is and what their strengths are. And they said they built a tool for industrial companies. And as I said before, especially for cross-border entities, because for them, it's especially difficult to get all the data from the right locations and have the right people manage that. And so they basically said their focus is on industrial companies, and this is either like waste, construction, manufacturing, or utilities. So they have the platform is basically built for those cases especially, and they also have an ISO 27001, which basically talks about data protection, which can be a requirement of many companies, and which is certainly useful in general to just make sure that all the data that you collect, which can be quite a lot, that they are safe. They also have some reduction actions which are from third parties, so they don't offer themselves like certain tasks to then reduce your carbon footprint, but they basically include other options for that. And they have external benchmarking, which I think is super useful, especially if it's your first sustainability report, or also if you just want to become more sustainable, then to be able to benchmark your values against an industry standard or against other companies can be super useful to just get a feeling of like where you're at. Are you already on the right track? How sustainable are you? So yeah, all in all, I think those are the information that I wanted to present to you. Excuse me. I think they have a really useful reporting tool, like especially the data collection process with the different team members. I think this can be super useful, and especially for larger companies that have to collect a lot of data. Maybe they have already a CSRD team, but then this can just be a good support because it's just a lot of work to collect all of this data. So if you have this tool, then you can still like use your sustainability team to then like work in the admin role, collect some data themselves, forward the task to the right people that know about the data that is missing. And I think that this can be a very useful tool for that. Okay. That's almost it. I think those are all the information that I wanted to share with you about Codio Impact. In general, as I said before, on Atlas Zero, I have almost 100 CSRD solutions, and the more information I get about them, the more information I will also display. So expect more videos like this to come out in the future. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Also, if you liked the content or if you didn't like it, please send me a comment or a message. I'm super happy about feedback. And I'm looking forward to improve all of this content. And if you have more specific questions around CSRD, or this solution is not the right one for you, but you're looking for different solutions, check out Atlas Zero. I have a lot of solutions there, and I'm going to include more information on there every day. So hope to see you there. Have a good day. Bye-bye.